Hello and welcome, my end of the roaders. How you doing today? Today we're going to give you guys some road chimps. Let's give it up for some road chimps. Basically, what we're going to do is we're actually going to kind of walk you guys through this as easily as we possibly can. As usual, we're going to do a dart monkey start up in here. I'm a pretty big fan of the dart monkeys. We're going to go for quick shots and very quick shots over here as well. And this should allow us to get the triple shots, and then once we get that going, it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy from then on there. All you gotta do is just pile in a bunch of druids up in the middle here. We actually do a big pile up of towers, by the way. When I say big pile up, I literally mean it, guys. We're talking about at least 5 druids up in here. Our hero, and then after we get like that inside of the range of the monkey village, then we can start building our more powerful towers just below them. And we're gonna do a no heli pilot strategy today as well, which I know you guys are excited for. Alright, I know. Sometimes those heli pilots are good, but sometimes we don't need them. Sometimes we can do it without it, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. I like it. So next thing, after you get triple darts, nice thing is boom, we're good for a while. So what we can do is we can end up getting Gwendy up in here, put him just below this dart monkey, and then just kind of spread out a bunch of towers all around there. We're talking about druids, with a couple alchemists kind of combined in all of that stuff. Big bundle, though. So make sure you're at least thinking about how you're putting these guys down at least a little bit, right? And then you want to get a monkey village just below that to help us pop the camo balloons a little bit. And we want a ninja as well, so we can pop the camo balloons with just a dart monkey and a ninja until probably around 42, right? Normally, this guy can pop most of the camo balloons, but he can't pop all of the camo balloons. You know, sometimes around 33 can be a little bit of a pain. Sometimes around 36 and even 37 can be pretty big pains for you. So even with the cocktail going on, it might not be enough. So anyways, Gwendy, just below our little dart monkey friend right here, Kablamo. Not a perfect positioning, but what we're doing is we're kind of keeping her as almost a support tower, actually. She is going to end up powering up all of our other towers. And if you do the druid strategy, you actually almost need to use Gwendolyn. Without Gwendolyn, they may not end up being very effective at all. So just be a little careful of that. Anyway, since it's the end of the road, what I want to do is I want to talk to you guys about a very, very scary moment in my life. It was almost the end of my road. It was almost like I don't know. I could have died, I guess. I don't think I would have, but you never know. Cars are scary. They really, really are. You never really know what's going to happen to them. You know, you've got stupid people on the road, but also just weather can cause issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I had some really, really rough times happening just a little bit ago. So my grandma's getting surgery, and basically I just wanted to make sure that I hung out with her after Christmas. I told her that her like Christmas present was I was going to come out and I was going to take her out to lunch. And I really want to, take her out a couple more times, hopefully in February or something like that. But as of right now, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put these druids a little bit closer together. We're going to make sure that they're as close as we can to the top portion, but not necessarily as close as they are together to the wall over there. Alright, there we go, there's 2. I need a little bit more money for this last one right here. Then what we're thinking, though, is even though they're not technically all the way in range of each other here, once you get the monkey village, it's going to change completely, my friends. So next, we want to get the enhanced eyesight to get that cam detection for around 24, guys. That is pretty important. If you freak out, man, you can either cocktail it or you can get this guy going, but there's something you can always do, alright? We already set you guys up to be ready for this stuff. Now, right now, our defense is actually not that good. It's actually quite bad, actually. Druids, while pretty decent towers, are not long-term amaze-tastic towers or anything like that. Like, they're just okay. So what we want to do is we want to get our monkey village here. And like I said, you want to put them as close as you can up to the top up in here, because what we're going to do is we're going to get the bigger radius going, and that's going to at least put all of these druids in range of each other. So now when we get extra bonuses on these guys, they'll all be even more powerful. It's going to be wonderful. Next thing you do is, for all of them, I'm going to actually get, believe it or not, hard thorns. So we're going to go hard thorns on all these guys. At the very least, powering myself up a little bit here. Hard thorns, hard thorns, hard thorns. And I still want to go for a ninja here for round 33. I believe that the dart monkey can pop them all, but I would rather play it safe and just get that extra ninja and just feel good about myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the ninja just a little bit lower down here, because what we're going to do is I want to get an alchemist combo with this stuff. We're going to get an alchemist. We're going to get a ninja. $40. Come on, baby. Give me that monies. Like I said, don't need it, but I'd rather have the ninja than not have the ninja. There we go. So we get the ninja going. It doesn't need to be a high-level ninja, just at least a reasonable level ninja. You got 2 different spots where they can attack him as they're leaking through, which is pretty much what you want out of a ninja, right? Just clean up any of the random balloons that are trying to sneak through. I'm going to go for another alchemist over here. So we're basically just building our defense so far. We're just building up what we want to get. But now we got to be a little careful here, guys. We've got round 40 coming up. That's the Moab class balloon. We can't just rely on these craptastic druids at this point. So what I'm going to do is for these 3, I'm actually going to go bottom path, 2 loads, two little guys. And for this middle one, we're going to go Druid of Wrath. We're going to get him up to a Populous Druid already. Whoa, Nellies, really? Yeah, that's going to power up all of the druids around me here. Basically, this one and this one are both going to do the exact same thing here. But for round 40, we got to find out how we can pop them both up. And I think the Populous Druid is one of the best ways to go. Now, even if we wanted to, man, we can go all the way up. We can get a 5th-tier druid here. It's not something I normally go for, but in this map, I could see it being a pretty solid tower to go for. So this is where you just throw the cocktail down if you don't want to get your ninja upgraded. A little bit of ability action here, but other than that, it's a pretty simple thing to go for. So anyways, I was going out with my grandma, and of course, the first out of all the days in the year that we could have gone out, of course, I picked the day that we have a minor snowstorm, just like 3 or 4 inches or something like that. It's not a huge deal, but it's at least something to have to deal with here. So we're gonna go for a Heart of the Thunder on this guy. I think we go up to the Druids of the Storm as well pretty soon. Here we go. Here's the Moab class balloon. We take the balloons down pretty quick. They're all on fire. Let's throw the cocktail down just for safety purposes, but it doesn't matter. We take them all down anyways. That's the way you got to do it, guys. And next, we're just going to get a bunch of extra Druid action in here. Druid of Wrath with Heart of the Thunder. Basically, all the way around, man. We're going to get 2 top path, 4th-tier Druids on the 2 top things here. And then these 3 are all going to be 204 Populous Druids. But of course, we need more camo detection, so we're going to end up popping in our monkey village before we get too much further on in the game, right, guys? I think that's pretty important for us. There we go. We get the nice radar scanner right here. Now, camo detection is not going to be a big deal for us for the rest of the game. We've got it covered. So, I was heading over there. It's about 40 minutes away to drive there. It's mostly highway, though, so, of course, driving out, it's like still snowing at this point, by the way. Driving out there, they have not done, like, the side roads at all yet. So, when I say this, I literally mean at all. So, we'd have, like, 2.5, 3 inches of snow just kind of, like, sitting on the road. Super duper slick and stuff like that, but then once we get to the main roads, it's not too bad at all, actually. Actually pretty good out there. Most of the highways were actually not even wet at all. It was just a nice, smooth ride. So anyways, I get to this road that's not quite a highway. It's like an intermediate highway/road where you're going 55 miles per hour, but there's still lights on it, right? So we get to that point, and so Avatar of Wrath, $48,000. Whoa, Nellies, man. Whoa, Nellies. That guy is a powerhouse, though, for 48 grand. I think we're going to get him, though. That's just such a fun tower. You kind of can't get away from such a fun tower, and they're probably going to get him in the middle here, too, while we're at it. But if you're ever going to go for the bottom path Populous, I highly recommend going for the Heart of the Thunder in addition to that. And then these guys, same thing. Heart of the Thunder, Druid of the Storm. Now you got super duper fast shooting Druid of the Storms, shooting millions of tornadoes, and of course lightning like crazy. We could even take down Moab class Bloons that easily. And that's why I love doing the Druid combo here, because a lot of people don't think that that's a good combo, but it really is. It's actually a really solid combo, believe it or not, and it helps out against even higher tier balloons like Oh My Gods and bad balloons, which is usually a big weakness for a lot of players. So next thing, we're going to get these stronger stimulant. Now we're going to power up these druids even more. I don't really care who we power up, but as long as we're powering up as many as we possibly can, I'm happy. Same thing over here. We're just going to power up some of these guys. I may do like one more alchemist up in the top here or something like that, just to power up as many people as I possibly can. But I'm a pretty big fan of the alchemist, if you guys can't tell. I almost always get 2 or 3 alchemists in my games. That's one of the towers that like I almost can't live without these days. You need that alchemist. So we're getting to this road. It's going like we're going 55 miles per hour or so, and I'm following at a pretty decent following distance, I suppose. I feel like I'm a pretty good driver. By the way, I've never been in an accident in my car, ever. So, in my car, I should add. I've never been in an accident in my car, ever, and I've had my car for 10 years. So I've been, I don't know, I feel like I'm a pretty good driver, I would say. I've dodged quite a few accidents, I should add. A lot more than I probably should have had to ever do. So here we go. We're going to go Thorn Swarm and Heart of the Oak here on this guy, and then we're basically going to wait for a Ball of Lightning on this guy, too. Oh, I almost forgot about my Strong Tim, man. I want to get this thing, too. So many things that I want. So little money, so little time, my friends. Now with this, though, actually, what might not be a bad idea is to get the Acid Pool and the Faster Throwing on this stuff. It costs $1,000, so it's at least a little bit expensive here, but the amount of blue pop power to get these guys is not even close to zero. It's actually something, alright? Don't underestimate it. Even when you get to the higher class Bloons and stuff like that, it can be pretty freaking good. Alright, we're going to get the Jingle Drums up as well, so we can get super duper fast shooting. So I'm following at a pretty reasonable pace over here. Everybody's going super duper fast. I even had this one guy fly past me going like 75 miles per hour or so, and I'm going a little bit over the speed limit at best. It's 55, I might be going 60. Like, I'm really not speeding at all. Normally, I would speed a little bit. Normally, I speed up to about 10 miles over on like a 55, and then on the highway, I usually just follow whatever the traffic is on the left lane or the middle lane. Usually, you know, around here, believe it or not, it's usually 55 is the speed limit, but people drive 80. So usually I drive around 75 to 80 miles per hour. You can yell at me if you want to for being dangerous, but I think the best thing to do in most situations is to follow the flow of traffic. Believe it or not, it causes more accidents to not follow the flow of traffic. So, it causes more people to be aggressive and dangerous, and that just causes more issues overall. So just follow the flow of traffic usually is the best thing to do. And, so anyways, I'm following the flow of traffic. There's a guy to the left of me, there's a guy to the right of me, and we're getting to this light up in front of us. Now, the crazy thing about this light is that it's at the bottom of a hill, okay? So this is a pretty steep hill for this kind of road right here. I'm talking about, I don't even know the incline here, but I would say it's probably close to like 25 degrees or something like that. Like, it's a pretty significant incline, or decline, depending on how you're looking at it. It's a pretty big hill. It's not like a super massive, like, roller coaster drop off the edge or anything like that, but it's a pretty significant hill. Anyways, there's a guy to the left of me, there's a guy to the right of me, and there's a guy in, and there's nobody in front of me. Now, what happens is the guy to the right of me sort of speeds up a little bit to try and get in front of me, and he starts to lane change in front of me, right in front of this light. So anyways, he ends up getting in front of me, and then the light turns yellow. So what does he do? He slams on his brake, and of course, he's got a new car, so his new car is just like, slides right in, no problem whatsoever. But Chris now has to slam on his brakes to try and stop his car. Oh boy, this was not very good at all, because guess what? Chris still has no anti-lock brakes. Yeah, I know, it sucks, right? Chris's car does not have any anti-lock brakes. If you guys don't know how anti-lock brakes work, basically when you press it down, with new cars, especially with new cars, even on sort of old cars, everybody should have anti-lock brakes. When you push it down, if your brakes ever lock up where they start sliding, the wheels just slide instead of actually stopping, the car will purposefully push your foot up, so you have to keep on pressing it down a bunch really, really quickly. And this helps you brake faster. It makes it so your tires don't end up sticking as much. They just, and they slow you down somehow. Don't know exactly how or why, it just does. It slows you down, which is pretty nice, alright? So anyways, we're going to go for one more Alchemist up in here, man. If I could power up some of these guys, I'd be happy. Put it over here. I'll look at the acid pool on this thing, too. At this point, we got a pretty good setup overall, right? I actually believe that I could take down even Oh My God class Bloons and everything, so we're going to go for the Avatar of Wrath already. What? Are you kidding me, Chris? Well, here, let's get this, let's get at least the Bloon Jitsu here first, and then we're going to go for the Avatar of Wrath. No, I lied. We're going to do one more support tower here. One more support tower of a unstable concoction. There he is. And we're just going to get it large potions and acidic mixture dip just to have it, because why the heck not? If we even get a couple more of these guys that can pop lead balloons just with the regular shots, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. But you can see the true power of these druids, man. They are deliciously amazing. And when they're exploding other random stuff here, even on big balloon rushes like on round 76, not a big deal at all for us. So this guy lane changes in front of me. I still have a god on my left. I still have a god on my right now. The other guy just sort of slows down at this point, and I'm trying to slow down as fast as I possibly can before I smash into this guy who slammed on his brakes in front of me at the yellow light / red light. So I start to brake. Guess what my car does? It starts sliding to the left. Like the back of my car starts sliding to the left. So I let go of the brake. I hit it again. Now I turn the wheel just a little bit, and now my car starts sliding to the right. I let it go again, and then I start braking again. It starts sliding to the left. Oh crap, dude, the guy's getting really, really close to the front of my car. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I can't go left. I can't go right. I can't just turn or just let my wheel go and just slide off and not brake anymore. And because what you can do is, if you guys don't drive yet, if you stop hitting the gas or the brakes, you can control the car much easier because the wheels are turning. But if you try and stop the wheels, then you don't really get much control. You don't get much traction. It's just slidacious, full on slide. So you either have to choose to brake or to control the car in a lot of situations. And in this case, I was like, all right, I'm just going to try to do my best to brake here because I got nowhere to go. I can't go left. I can't go right. I can't go anywhere. You just got to stop the car. So I'm still sliding down this hill here, guys. I do one more little slide to the right, and then I'm like sort of slowly sliding. I'm just tapping my brake as fast as I possibly can. Tap, 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 tap. I'm like, come on, little car, you can do it. And we stopped. Thank goodness, man. That was freaking me out, though, a little bit. But I will say, I've had a couple times in my life where I get to the point where I'm like, I get like the huge adrenaline surge, and I'm like, oh my god, like I can't believe we almost survived that thing. For some reason, I was just calm. I was just chilling. I was like, alright, it's good, man. Glad we survived. Glad we didn't hit the car. It's all good. Don't know why, don't know how, but that is what happened. So anyways, I survived, guys. I can't really blame the guy in front of me, but I will say that lane changing in front of somebody before a light and then slamming on your brakes is usually not a good thing to do. But I will say, though, that the guy didn't really... I can't even say that he slammed on his brakes. It was more that we're going 60 miles per hour. He should have just went through the light. I would have went through the light if he went through the light, but you never know what people are going to do. And I did my best, and we somehow pulled it out, guys. We somehow made it through. We survived. We didn't get in an accident. And, of course, it's kind of funny because I've never been in an accident with this car, and I just recently got rid of collision insurance on my car to make the insurance even cheaper because at this point my car is worth almost nothing. So if I do get in an accident, they're going to pay me $1,000 or whatever instead of, like if I got in an accident with a new car that's worth 15 grand, then they'd have to pay out the 15 grand. But at my car at this point, they'd just be like, boop, it's gone, it's done, it's garbage at this point. So we go. We're actually getting pretty close to the amount of money we need. The Avatar of Wrath here. I'm getting kind of excited for this thing. But we've got big Bloons coming out right now. We're talking about big Zoma Gods right here. Can we take them down, man? Looks pretty good for us with the explosions in play. Boom, boom, boom. Seems like we are starting to get to the point where the Moab Popping Power is sort of suffering a little bit. Suffering succotash. So we're hoping that this is going to change quite a bit once we get the Avatar of Wrath. And then once we get the Monkey Intelligence Bureau up here, we can pop all types of Bloons with our towers very, very easily. And then last but not least, we're going to pop in a quick Wizard in the bottom here to do all the extra Moab class popping power that we need. Not super helpful to get the bad balloon, but I believe all of these other druids here should be able to, hopefully, easily take down that bad balloon, no problem. Alright, where's the money at, man? I feel like these past few rounds have not given me a lot of money. I want it so bad. The Avatar of Wrath is something I will never ever get. And there he is, the Avatar of Wrath. The more balloons on the screen, the stronger he is, the better he is, the more power he's going to do. Oh, this is good. This is real good, man. I'm loving him. I'm loving him. Anyways, like I said, I want to get the Monkey Intelligence Bureau here for around 90 here, hopefully. If not, I think we can survive without it, but probably not till at round 93 or 95. That's when it starts to get a little wild. So we go around 90. Can we handle it? Let's see how it goes, man. Here's those DDTs. And there it is. Take it down. Wonderful. So I definitely did this MIB, though. I feel like I should have not bought this 4th tier ninja. It's not helping out at all right now. If I didn't buy him, I would have been able to easily afford that MIB right there. But now, oh baby, now we're good. Or maybe I should have just waited, got the MIB first, and then gone for this bad boy. big boy Avatar Wrath right here. Nice. Now you see the amount of ball lightnings coming out right now. I mean, that is nothing to mess around with here, guys. That's a lot of lightning action. See, we got 95,000 pops on this guy. We've got 184,000 pops on this guy. Compare that to 116, 173, and 46,000 on these guys. Whoa, 179,000. Look at the amount of pops on this guy, man. And that's going up real fast here, too. That's delicious. I love it. Alright, so we want that wizard now. We need more Moab popping power. So we're going to put him over here. May seem like an out-of-place little wizard buddy, but I believe it's going to be in place enough for us. So we're going to go for Top Path, Arcane Spike, and then since we have the Cam Protection already, we can go for the Middle Path Wall of Fire here, and that's going to be how we get most of our popping power out of this guy. There we go. There we go, there we go. Round 95. This is a big DDT level here. Is it going to be enough with all of our towers here? I feel like it should be. It should be. I hope it is. Here we go. Big bad DDT's coming in. And it looks like no problem whatsoever. Look at these shots, though. Oh, my goodness, man. When you get that many Bloons on the screen, he just starts spraying in all different directions. They go all the way across the screen, too, which is really cool. He's in a really interesting tower. It's the crazy thing, is like if there's just a few Bloons on the screen and you don't have any support towers, he sucks. But if you've got the more Bloons on the screen, the better he is. The more he's going to pop. It's just so weird to think about, you know? So we go around 97. This is a pretty difficult Bloon level right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop in a quick ninja. We go for a 4th tier bottom path ninja over here. And then... I get... Let's get some bad balloon popping power too. I feel like that's going to be the problem for us. We're going to get 3 extra cannons here. Moab Assassin it up. So we're actually going to slow these balloons down, by the way. I'm a little afraid of the balloons over here. But there's so many on the screen that the druid does even better for us, which is really nice. Here's another Moab Assassin. And last but not least, another Moab Assassin. And that takes down all these DDTs right here. And here's the bad balloon. I should have actually should have used those things, but I did. Got a few more assassins coming in. And it looks like slow it down, throw the cocktail down, last assassin right here, and that's how you do it, baby. You take down Chimps mode with all these druids right here. Do you guys like the strategy? I know I did, man. Boom, boom, take it down on Chimps. So make sure you play on free play for a few rounds. It's probably not a super good free play defense, by the way. Ooh, a 0-4 Alchemist. That could be fun. As an insta-monkey. Powering up a lot of your weird lower-level monkeys with that could be pretty cool. Reinforced DDTs definitely getting a little painful here. Not gonna lie. Look at those. Look how fast they are, too. And there we go. We lose at around 101. So not a great long-term defense here. But definitely good enough to take down Chimps mode here. And get us our free little monkey right there. Of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button. Subscribe, like, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.